again, if I strip it back layer after layer and try and get really to the core, under the skin of why, I think that's the most important question, is why. You know, it's about finding these small exceptional producers. The whole reason of why you do that is to engage the wine lover, right? Who are we selling the wine to? Well, we're selling it to a wine shop or a wholesaler or a restaurant or direct. The whole point is there's a consumer at the end of it. And whether they're actually sat in a restaurant, the sommelier is telling them a story, or whether the wine shop's telling them a story, or whether we're doing it, or whether they're part of our wine club. You know, my idea has always been to sort of to connect that consumer full circle with the different channels that they can buy wine and consume wine through. The story of those producers, and again with the organics thing, can be connected in that way. So from the start, I mean, my original idea when I was sort of trying to get the business model together, or the idea together, the concept, was maybe just to focus on restaurants, because like a lot of people know, and as we've seen through COVID, you know, when restaurants are up and trading correctly, in good times, you know, once the accounts open and once the restaurants love the wines, I mean, you've got a constant source of reordering, whereas consumers are notoriously difficult in terms of delivery, courier problems, breakages, complaints. I didn't like the wine. You know, you've got a whole service problem there. So from the start, yeah, I just thought, I wonder if restaurants will just be it. But quite quickly, through that whole idea of the full circle connection for consumers, people, you know, normal consumers were asking for the wines. So that naturally pushed us into the bracket. And then I suppose very quickly I realized, when you're first getting going, right, I started a full-time job at the bank. There was no way I could service. There's no way I could service the orders. I mean, how am I going to mess about with, you know, invoices and, you know, how am I taking payment and all those sorts of things? And that's when I really cottoned on to the idea that if I was actually going to do this and make a go of this, I had to use technology to automate that sort of service element of the business.